Hey there, this is Joanna, founder of Wounds to Scars and creator of the online course Parenting After Trauma and the Journey from Broken. I basically help you to heal from the pain of traumatic life events. So I'm here to talk about my retreat. I just wanted to do a quick video to let you know that the price has been reduced due to sponsorship. And so it's now £200 for 3 days of amazing transformation. I got a call this morning and I thought I would also tell you some of the benefits of the retreat as I did to this gentleman this morning. So one of our speakers will be Dr. Esme Branner, who is an expert in CBT, which is Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, and Emotional Intelligence. Now, that alone more than far outweighs the price of the retreat. That's just much more than what you will get. To have an expert in cognitive behavioral therapy and emotional intelligence at your disposal for 3 full days, uninterrupted, is priceless. Now, what is emotional intelligence? Why is that important? That is important because when you can understand your emotions, you're able to solve your problems and help those around you. And I know many people struggle here. For example, if you're struggling with anger, understanding the root of it, or sadness, depression, understanding the root of that and how to heal from that is just going to be crucial to your well-being. And so that's why we're providing the space for this, because I know that people who have experienced childhood trauma or abuse struggles with shame and guilt and fear and anger, and sometimes there's anxiety, sometimes there's depression. And so this retreat is specifically to help us to heal from those. Now, the research, according to the Center for Disease Control in the US, says that people who experience childhood trauma have a 20 years less expectancy. So we die 20 years earlier than everybody else. Now, I believe that is too much to gamble with. Our lives are too important for us to ignore the statistics. And they did this research with over 17,000 people. Now, they looked at trauma like childhood abuse, neglect, rejection, abandonment, psychological abuse, sexual abuse, parental separation or divorce. If you lived in a home with somebody who experienced who had mental health, those are the traumatic events that happen. But they make such a big impression on us and on our brains and stores in our body that we take it with us throughout our lives. Or we take it with us and it causes physical illnesses, it perpetrates itself throughout generations, and so it's just such an important thing to not ignore and to be able to give yourself permission to heal from. And that's what this retreat is all about, giving you the tools and the capacity and the space, a safe place to be able to heal. Now, I'm going to be doing attachment, inheritance, and legacy. And when I do this in my Journey from Broken course, if you're listening and you've done that, you will know the impact of this module on just everything else. This module is a game changer for the people who do my course, The Journey from Broken. It just opens up the field so wide, understanding, light bulb moments. Everything happens when I teach this module. And when I do this in my one-to-one again, if you are one of them, you will know the impact of this. You kind of see, when you do inheritance and legacy, attachment, inheritance, and legacy, you see your life back, and you can see it reflecting through your relationships, through your parenting, through your marriage. You can see the impact of early connection to primary caregivers and how that has formed and shaped the rest of your life. How it shaped how you interact with your husband, your spouse, your children, your interpersonal relationships impact. You kind of see how it explains how you are who you are. And so I'm going to be looking at that, but not just telling you the problem. I'm going to give you solutions in the next workshop, which is going to be healing attachment injuries. That's going to be the next workshop. So I'm going to show you why you are who you are, and give you the tools to make the changes right there in a safe environment. And guess what? After the workshop is finished and after the presentation is finished and we go into a various breakout sessions, it doesn't end there, because I'm going to be there. So you'll have access to me, the wealth of information, experience, years of experience, and all the studies that I've done to be able to benefit from that, to give you everything that you need to carry on. See, my sole purpose is invested in helping people heal from the impact of trauma. And so that's why this retreat came about. And then I'm going to be dealing with the big one. The one that's at the root of most negative emotions. The one that keeps you up at night and it's toxic. I'm going to deal with shame and how to move on and heal from shame. And so that it never bothers you again. Not that you'll never feel an urge to be ashamed, but you will be able to, you'll have the tools to be able to manage that, to not let it become a problem for you anymore. And then we're having Philippa Smith that is going to do music as therapy. And I use music for specific circumstances, special things. I like a special genre of music. I'm a very particular person when it comes onto music. But I know the healing benefits of music. And so we're having somebody really work with us on doing music as therapy. So the retreat has been reduced, as I said. So if you wanted to come before, I spoke to someone this week and they said, I wanted to come, but when I saw the price, I became depressed. And I said, just call me and let's talk about it. So if you want to come and you're saying, I still can't afford £200, Joanna, ring me, email me, respond below this video, and let's talk about a way that we can get you to the retreat. If you've identified yourself in anything that I've said, or you just want to be more emotionally aware, be more emotionally intelligent, you want to hand a different kind of legacy down to your children, you want your relationship to begin to heal and to function in a more healthier way, come to the retreat. Call me, email me, respond below this video, and let's work out a way to get you there. If you can't come, all of that said, you said, I wish I could, I cannot get the time off work, it's just too near the time. It's the 22nd to the 24th, so it's the Wednesday to a Friday. And people have asked me, will you be videoing this? And I used to say no, because it's a safe space for those who are there, and that's uninterrupted safe space for the people who are coming. I'm protecting that time and space for the people who are coming. However, we have figured out a way to do live streaming. So the people who are coming will not be interrupted. Their session will be completely different. But we figured out a way to make you have access to the information as well if you can't be at the retreat. So I'm going to put the link below this video that you can access the live stream, that you can be a part of some of the experience, if not kind of belly to belly, touching and working through. You will have the access to the videos for life, and you will also have access to the workbook. I would much rather you come in person, but I also want you to benefit from the experience. So you have two options. I will hope you will choose one. And I'll see you. Take care. Have an awesome day. Bye.